I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen and another episode of What's for Dinner. Tonight we're going to do a sheet pan dinner and we're going to use some tilapia and we're going to roast some vegetables. I have some tomatoes and asparagus and some baby Dutch potatoes. We're going to season it all up with some fish seasoning, some Mrs. Dash, and a little bit of lemon juice, a little olive oil, super quick and easy. Let's go see how we make this delicious roasted vegetable and tilapia sheet pan dinner. I have been working on sheet pan dinners for about a month now, and we've come up with some combinations that are really amazing. They're delicious, they're super easy, and you're gonna love them. I just know it. Tonight we're gonna do one with some tilapia that I have in my freezer that I need to use up. I don't want to throw it away, but I want to use it, and it's probably gonna be the last bag of tilapia that I ever buy, and we're going to switch this out as an option. Instead of tilapia, we're gonna be buying farm-raised American catfish. Because I have issues and concerns about the pollution and the radiation that is in the ocean from disasters that have taken place in the last few years. So I've got about 2 pounds of tilapia fillets that I've thawed out. I have 2 lemons that I've cut in half. We're going to juice those. I have 1 bunch or about 1 pound of asparagus. Very nice, thin springtime asparagus. I was really excited to find this. And I just cut it up into about 1-inch lengths, and I cut off the woody ends. I also have 2 containers of grape tomatoes, so there's about 1.5 pounds or so here, and I have 1 container of red and 1 container of orange. You use whatever you prefer, whatever you can get. So we've that, and then I have 1 pound of baby Dutch golden potatoes that I have just split in half. They've been washed and split in half, and that's as easy as it gets. Now, to get started, all we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dump all of my veggies in this big bowl. And I have gloves on my hands so that I can just get in here and get the job done. Now I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees. And all we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to squeeze 1 full lemon. I'm also going to use 1/4 cup of olive oil, and that goes. And then I'm going to season this up with some of this Mrs. Dash savory lemon and herb, and I'm probably going to use at least 1 teaspoon. You use whatever you like. Remember, Mrs. Dash is salt free, so that way I can season it the way I like. This is my Sejid fish rub. I'm going to use just a couple of shakes of that because this does have salt in it, but it is also very similar in flavor to Old Bay seasoning. So that's why I like to use it. Now I'm going to just give this all a good toss with my hands. You can feel free to toss this by flipping the bowl and using that wrist action, but I don't want this all over my kitchen floor. I just got a new kitchen floor, and I don't feel like having this all over it right now. So, what we're going to do is move our measuring cup out of the way. I have a sheet pan here, and I just have it lined with a little bit of aluminum foil. Use whatever aluminum foil you prefer. And this is it. I'm going to lay all of my veggies in the bottom of the pan. Now we're going to bake this at 375 for about 20 minutes. And then we're going to come back. We're going to season up our fish. And then we're going to take this out of the oven. We're going to lay the fish on top and bake it for another 10 or 15 minutes until the fish is done. And that's a sheet pan dinner. So, into the oven this goes. 375 for 20 minutes, and we'll be back when it's ready to come out and move on to the next step. All right, our veggies are just about ready, and we're going to go ahead and season up our tilapia. So I'm going to take this other lemon, and if you get some seeds in there, oh well, your family, you're just going to have to deal with it. So that's an entire lemon. I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of olive oil on here. You can adjust this to suit your own taste. Okay, I'm going to go in here with some of my Sejid fish seasoning. Like I said, it tastes very similar to Old Bay. And then I'm going to also go in here with some of this Mrs. Dash lemon and herb seasoning, which is awesome. I've really, really fallen in love with it, to be honest with you. Okay, and now all I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here with my hands, and I'm going to gently toss this all together. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the pan out of the oven. We're going to move over to the stove, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, here's our asparagus, our tomatoes, and our potatoes. These have been in my oven for about 20 minutes or so. I needed to make sure that the potatoes were cooked, and they are, and they're beautifully roasted, as are the potatoes and the asparagus. It's all going to be lovely. And now all we're going to do is we're going to take our fish fillets that are seasoned, and we're going to just lay them right on top of the veggies. Back into the oven at 375 for about 10 minutes, or until the tilapia is cooked and flaked and delicious. And we'll bring you back when it's time to take it out. All right, now our roasted vegetable and tilapia sheet pan dinner is all done, ready to come out of the oven. And we're going to serve it. Awesome. It smells wonderful. And you know, I didn't put any onion. I didn't put any garlic. I didn't want too many overpowering seasonings in here. And I just wanted this real clean kind of taste going on. So, because tilapia is kind of delicate, but it can really hold up to other flavors, these roasted potatoes are going to be fantastic. You can already see they have some color on them. Okay, so I'll meet you over at the counter, and I'll fix you a plate of this delicious roasted vegetable and tilapia sheet pan dinner. You have it, our roasted vegetable and tilapia sheet pan dinner all ready for dinner. Like I said, I'm just going to add some salt. I have pink salt in my grinder, and I am going to add a little bit of pepper. And but you should feel free to use whatever fish you have on hand. This would be great with what Rick calls panfish.
Fresh caught fish.
Yeah, you could use fresh caught fish. You could use flounder. You could use pollock. You could use catfish. You could use cod. You could use anything you like, really, to make this. I do suggest a whitefish, though. I don't know that this would be so great with salmon, but that's your preference. You go for it. The potatoes are perfectly roasted. The vegetables are wonderful. These tomatoes are going to, add a little juicy touch to your plate. And I just know that this is going to be lovely. So I'm going to let Rick go ahead and taste this. I'm going to...
I have to.
Here you go, babe. What do you think? Yes?
Yep.
The fish is really, really delicious.
I think we're so well together.
Oh, it really does. It's super quick and easy, and it's really light because there's a little bit of olive oil in there, and olive oil is really good for you. So if you don't have olive oil, just use vegetable oil. It's no biggie. I will have more sheet pan dinners coming in the future. I have another one that's ready to go in the can that you're going to love. I'll probably put that up sometime next week. And I have been testing others that the family has really just enjoyed quite a bit. And I will be sharing those with you as well. Sheet pan dinners are awesome. They're quick and easy. And if you know how to do it, sometimes you need to use one sheet pan, sometimes you need to use two, but you're going to love it. And I can't wait to share it with you. So if you liked this video today, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun we have in our kitchen every single day. I hope you give this roasted vegetable and tilapia sheet pan dinner a try. I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. For joining me in my kitchen today.
Will soak up a lot of water.
Watch today, and
But I'm going to use 8 cups, and remember the roast is going to put off some of its own liquid,
and give me a positive rating. And also make sure that you hit the subscribe button.
I'm also considering sharing with you how I dehydrate things like carrots and celery and different things that I find on the produce shelf, maybe the markdown shelf.